welcome back to the Road Show on this Tuesday morning. Anyone who survived junior high knows that they are really some of the toughest years of your life. A local author takes on the tragically funny follies of being a middle school student in two of her books. Erin Dion is joining us on the show this morning to tell us about these books. Good morning. I do have a daughter who's going to be entering middle school in another year or so, so I should probably read these.
Excellent.
But let's talk about this first one that you wrote. It's called Models Don't Eat Chocolate Cookies. And I guess this is a hit with sort of the middle school crowd. Tell us how you came up with the idea for this one.
Sure. Well, Models actually started off as a short story about a girl who was being bullied in the cafeteria. And a friend of mine read the story and suggested that it actually might be a book in there. And it kind of blew up into a novel about an overweight 8th grade girl who gets entered into a beauty pageant for chubby teens.
Oh, wow.
And she doesn't want to win, so she does things to sabotage the competition.
Oh, that sounds like a funny book. And the feedback, I'm sure, has been great.
It's done really well.
Yeah,
I've been really pleased. It's in a lot of schools through the Scholastic Book Clubs, and it's in Barnes & Noble and independent booksellers across the country.
It really is such a tough time for especially girls to go through that whole 12 to 14-year range, and so it's probably good to be able to laugh about some of those tough times, you know?
Definitely, and I think also seeing the humor and the exaggerated humor in the situations and the stories actually allows students and readers to look at their own lives in a different way. And kind of.
All right, and then you also have your follow-up book called The Total Tragedy of a Girl Named Hamlet. How did you come up with the character idea for this one?
I was actually brushing my teeth one day and thought, what kind of parents would name their daughter Hamlet? And from there it was like, well, they have to be Shakespeare obsessed. And Hamlet's parents are. They're Renaissance fair junkies, they're Shakespeare scholars, and she has a genius little sister who's 7 who goes to 8th grade with her.
Oh my gosh, I can just see how this one unfolds. All right.
It's embarrassing.
Your books, of course, are geared for teens and tweens, but I'm sure the adults can really appreciate the humor, and especially as you talk about those awkward transition years as well. Why did you decide, though, to write specifically for that age group?
Well, I think for me that age group just, that voice resonated with me.
Yeah.
I think I have an understanding of the problems that teens go through at that age, and I remember what it was like to be that age and to go through some of the things my characters were going through at the same time.
Yeah, we've all been there, haven't we? And we've all made it through on the other side. I think that's the whole thing to remember, is that you do make it through. So thank you so much for sharing your books with us this morning. And if you want any information on either of these books, you can head to our website at foxprovidence.com.
Thanks for having me.